Alright, TikTok, we're installing a downpipe today. The downpipe I have is from VRSF or VRSP Factory. I got this from Facebook Marketplace. Fortunately for me, I got it for a deal. I got it for $250 along with a spacer to keep the check engine light off. The guy who had it before, he crashed his G20, so unfortunate for him, but that's good for me. I spent $250. I think I just said that, and then I had to go and get the clamps and the gasket because they didn't have it on the website. So yeah, that's that. All together, I spent $364 because the clamps and the gasket was $114, and they didn't have it on the website. It would have been cheaper, but I had to go to BMW. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so first we're gonna take off this right here. You literally just pull it off. Hopefully I got a good angle for the people who find my channel just for this video, because it's not a lot of information like for the B48, B46 platform. So hopefully I'm doing a good job showing you all what you came to see. And you just pull these little clamps off. And take off the map sensor. Now with the box, you just pull up on it and it should come out. Now the downpipe is this right here that goes down there. And this is the part where I have to figure out what to do on my own because there's no video showing how to do this. So yeah, from here on out, you're gonna see me struggle. All right, so I don't have the correct tool to take the O2 sensor out. So I'm just going to take the top of this engine cover off. This is actually pretty heavy. And then I'm going to disconnect the O2 sensors from here. That way, when I take the downpipe off, the O2 sensors will come with it, and then I can take it off from there. So the one that I just took off right here is the upper. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it, but the upper is like right there. So that's that. And then I gotta find the lower one, which is, so this gray wire is the lower one.
Tried to bring it back, because I'm not influential, because I'm not the one that's mad for you.
so now we're under the car. I got it jacked up on 2 jack stands. But the first clamp right here is a 16 millimeter, yeah, or 5/8. I have a universal socket, but ideally you want to get a 16 unless you have a universal socket as well. So I'm gonna try and get a good angle for you all, but I'm under the car, so there's not much I can do. All right, so I'm gonna get this bracket off. This bracket right here. All right, so right now we're under the car and we're gonna take off the shield down here, which is 8 millimeter little sockets, little bolts holding it in. There's about 18 of them, so yeah.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying, that bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high.
Now that we got this panel off, we have to take off 2 more panels. So one of them is this one right here, and then this further back one right here, which I already started. The one back here are 8 millimeter screws, and then this one is 16 millimeter bolts, and it's a couple of them. Alrighty, so now we have that panel off from right here, and this one I just left halfway off. It's kind of hanging, so now we could get a better view up in here. And I still have to take this off, this first clamp right here, and then I'll come back to show you guys the other clamp. But this one is kind of hard to get off, so hopefully that gives me a little more room to be able to get this off. But why is catalytic converters the hardest thing to do? Like, all right, so I was hoping once I got this bolt off, it would just pop open, but of course it didn't. So I was going to take a screwdriver and try and pop it open.
Hands up high, tell them put the lights down right now, put me in the booth. I'm talking about dark blue, purple, go.
Okay, so after beating it and everything, I got this little piece off, which was stopping this from being able to move. So I'm gonna just take a screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver that I have, and try and wiggle it loose more, and then I should be able to get this off. And then after that, I'm gonna show you the bolt that's up there that's holding it on. All right, so now that we got that off, the next one is this bolt right here, which is a 13 millimeter, I believe. Yeah, so the one over there is a 13 millimeter. This one is fairly easy once you can get it on. So I'm doing this with one hand right now and it's moving, so this one is fairly easy. But I'm gonna put the camera down and I'll come back. I got the band off, you can see it right there. Once I took the screw out, I just put a screwdriver and twisted it, and it just popped open, and then I just pushed it with my finger all the way open. And then you have to just get the screen focus. All right, so right there was a 13 millimeter nut, and then there's also one that was right there, and just take those off. So now I should be ready to try and take this out. So I'm gonna do that And I'm gonna try and get an angle for you all to show you.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you when you're in the mood for empathy. There's blood in my pen. Better yet, with your friends and them. I really wanna know you all. I really wanna show you off. Fuck that, pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and y'all curled in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party. She wanna go and party. Nigga don't approach her with that Atari. Nigga that ain't good game home is sorry. They say conversation rule a nation. I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real. P.S.
Alright, so what I'm gonna try and do, since I can't get it from like to disconnect from right here, and I can't push it up any further, a little further down the exhaust, is it in the camera? Yeah. So right there, I'm gonna use a 8mm to disconnect this right here, and then so it's two. So I'm gonna disconnect that, and that's gonna drop the hanger right there for the exhaust, and hopefully that gives me enough clearance to eventually pull that down and out. You got it loose. I don't know if you could tell, it's loose right here. So hopefully that give us the extra clearance that we needed. I forgot to press record, but I got a 7/8. You can use a 7/8 or a 22mm socket with wrench to get the O2 sensor off, or you could go rent you a O2 sensor tool from whatever your local auto parts store is.
Cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. Did it over text, didn't call me. Still got love for your mommy. I know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody.
So it is important that you don't get them mixed up. For mine, it should be the same on all of them. The gray one is the lower O2 sensor, and the black cord is the upper. So for a size comparison, it's not that heavy. This is probably like, I'll say this is 10-15 pounds, and this is probably 5, maybe 10. If this is 10, this is 20, because this is like double the weight, but it's smaller. Then that's the inside versus the inside of this one. So now we're gonna take the other O2 sensor out so we can install them on the new one. Alright, so for our new one right here, we're gonna install the spacer. This is to help with the check engine light. This one, I think he got it from Euro Tuning, I'm pretty sure. That's on the threads. I'm gonna add some NECs, so if I ever take this out in the future, or if I sell the car and the future owner wants to take it out, they can get it out pretty easy.
Yes, I'm hurt, yes, I'm jaded. Most of the things I don't want to say. I won't be around while you chase. You try to come back when you faint. I always want the truth, but it's dangerous. You got something real, not bad. You want to get with me, stop. Yes, I'm hurting, yes, I'm jaded.
And then same thing with the O2 sensor. You want to get it just on the threads, not on any other part.
I don't want to say. I won't be around while you chase. You want to hear me up when you make it. You try and come back when you're famous. I always want the truth, but it's dangerous. You got something real, not basic. You want to get with me, stop.
So now we got both sensors. So now we got both sensors on. And this is the gasket from the old one. It's a little beat up. So I bought a new one. It was pretty cheap, even though I bought it from BMW directly. I think it was like $8. So it should pop in right there. Real snug, real tight. So there's that. And then you're gonna put the V-band on. There's a lot of motorcycles, but you're gonna put the V-band on before you put it in. I'm actually not gonna use the new one because the old one didn't break. So yeah, here's the old one. It's still good. Usually some people's break right here, but mine's didn't, luckily. All right, so another thing I had to do before I could put it on is reconnect the exhaust where I took the hanger off. And then I'm also gonna take these little clamps off because I have a new one, so I'm gonna use the new one. All right, so what I'm doing now is I put the lower clamp on. I put the spring part on first to the exhaust, and then I just push the actual clamp onto that. So now I'm getting ready to push this up in there.
Personal problems till we're talking, cause I got rich without. Only thing they should be saying is, baby, keep it silent. We ain't even keep it to you, should be this shit slick about it. Right, got no hustle or nothing, so he gon' stick about it. I be knowing the rundown, I'm down, and so I can't speak about it. She know I'm the things, and she love me, I bring the freak about it. Can't play with me, you know I coach her. I'm in a different league, I'm tired of showing I can get done. What you gon' do for me? 40,000 miles up in the air, all the time I get some Z's. Full cook, press foot on their neck, and I can't let them breathe. Blood, sweat, and tears, cold, get shaking, ain't nowhere near easy. Had to fall back, you know I let go, we only speaking briefly. Hope I'm not too much to handle. See this nigga from Atlanta. I spent my last check on Lambo. This is not a regular Lambo. $100,000 kit, could've put down on another Lambo. Don't mean the mix, I built this shit forever, ever say so. This shit gon' get serious about my money, this ain't no fucking potato. Wrote it down for double homicide, I tried to tell him lay low. See, don't like the driver, he spin good, I'm on the way to Clayco. AK-47s in the spots before they made the Draco. I'm just trying to ball and live. On the mill, I'm calling bills. I'm the boss, pay all the bills. I'm the golden child for real. Go off in this bitch, I will. I've been on my grind for years, and I'm out here grinding still. I need equity to sign the deal. I'm just trying to ball and live. On the mill, I'm calling bills. I'm the boss, pay all the bills. I'm the golden child for real. Go off in this bitch, I will. I've been on my grind for years, and I'm out here grinding still. I need equity.
Alright, so I was able to get the second O2 sensor on, but unfortunately without the spacer. So I got everything plugged back in, and I'm gonna just put all the cover back on and the covers under the car, screw everything back in, and then we're gonna start it up, and I'm gonna throw a sound clip in right now.